Okay, now I'm gonna be pretty triggered in this video, and the reason why is because just 2 days ago I was told not to come home anymore, and that if I came back to my country I would be disowned. Literally, it got to that point, and so I am quite in a in the right position to be talking about this because first, I've done it about a year ago, and second, it just happened about 2 days ago. So listening to your parents at any age is the most stupid thing you can do. Now, unless your parents have already achieved or exceeded the things that you want to achieve, listening to them is not a smart move to do. It's like no one has, you never heard someone call a sourdough bread maker to help them fix their plumbing in their house. Why? Because they know that the sourdough bread maker might, they're not going to help them. They might know something or a thing or two about plumbing, but they are not going to help. And so they wouldn't take advice from a sourdough bread maker on how to fix their plumbing or how to fix their sink. And so why would you take advice from your parents on how to make money when your dad has never exceeded $50,000 a year? Now, I'm not saying this as a negative thing that your dad didn't exceed the 50,000. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but not to trigger people here. But if you want to make $5 million a year, why would you listen to your dad who's never exceeded 40,000, 50,000, 100,000, 300,000 a year? Why would you listen to him? Why would you listen to your friend about it who's still working as a cashier or he's still working somewhere? And when you like propose, it's like it deeply bothers me when I tell someone about a project that I have or whatever the business that I'm currently doing, and then they start to give me like idea. I think you should fix that, and I think you should do this, and I think, and it's like I'm saying I think they don't say anything. It's like, yeah, bro, you should try this thing. It's like, have you seen the new like personal brand thing? It's like, brother, you make $20 an hour, you make $30 an hour. Don't tell me what to do. Anyways, that's another subject. But don't fucking take advice from people that have never done the things that you want to do. And sometimes those people are your parents. And you want to get their approval. And I totally understand it because when you were young and you wanted to know something, you didn't go to Google and ask. I don't know about this generation, but my generation, I mean, sure we had Google and that, but when I was younger, first person I would ask was either my teacher, my mom. I didn't grow up around my dad, so probably ask my brother, and then whatever they said was the truth. And I wouldn't fact check it. I wouldn't go read a book about that subject and see if what they told me actually uh, contradicts or is correct. And so whatever they said was the truth. And I also didn't have the capacity to think critically. I wasn't constantly comparing what they said to the real world. And so it just became this thing where whatever my mom says, whatever my brother says is the thing that I should be doing. But the more I grew, the more my critical thinking ability developed, the more I started to see inconsistencies with what they said and what was actually happening in real life, the less I started to take their advice to the point where I went completely against what they want me to do. Not because I'm rebellious, but although I am, but it's not that I did it because of that. It's because I know what works. I take advice from people that have already gotten there, and I don't see a point of listening to them. And also, here's the thing. For me personally, I understand why they're mad. I understand why they're the way they are. But for them, for example, for them, a bad life is like, I come from Morocco, so a bad life for them is like making $700 a month and being married and having a kid and having to pay the mortgage and like the debt on the car and all of that, and it's like a pretty bad life. But the thing, there are two sides. There are like two replies to this. First one is who says that I'm gonna make $700 for the rest of my life? Second thing, actually many facets. Second thing, who said I was gonna get married? Third thing, who said I was gonna have a child while still making $700? And the fourth thing is, who said that living on $700 myself is a bad thing? Now, mind you, the minimum wage in Morocco is around $300 per month. So that's like double the minimum wage. But me personally, if I have a computer, a phone, an internet connection, a stable internet connection, a gym membership, the cheapest one I can find, enough food to eat, and I'm not being picky like I need chicken or any of that, enough food to eat, and that's it, bro. That, like, I need nothing else. It's either that and working on my business or nothing. Like, to go live a life where I have to wake up every single morning knowing that I will go do something I don't like, or knowing that I'm gonna go do something I like for someone I don't like. Because I've been in that situation where I did sales, which I fucking loved and I still love from the bottom of my heart. But I did them for someone I hated. For me, living that life just so that I can make 1,000 or 2,000 a month and live pretty comfortably in Morocco? Hell no. I can't. Living on 300 with like the bare minimum is good enough for me, and they would never understand that. And probably for you, you have it good enough for you that they will not understand. And the subject matter of this video is just to tell you that however you see your life fit, fucking live by it. Don't give a shit about what other people think, because ultimately you are the person that will experience every single consequence of the decisions you take, good or bad. And in life, we get to choose our regrets. So choose them wisely.